Aptera's solar electric car is being developed by a startup in California, the land of sunshine. And for people who drive 65 kilometers a day or less, they say it won't cost a cent. They also promise a full charge of the battery can let you travel up to 1,600 kilometers. Now, 40,000 people have signed up to buy, but they may have a wait. Just to give you a sense, in July, the firm completed wind tunnel tests in Italy. Now, we'll discuss the design intended to produce the lowest drag coefficient among all production passenger vehicles. Aptera claims it's 3 times more efficient than a Tesla Model S. Now, as you can imagine, the cash burn probably almost as hot as the sun, and that's what every car maker tells us on First Move. Aptera is using a novel way to address that by crowdfunding for the money it needs. And Chris Anthony is Aptera's CEO, and he joins us now. Wow, Chris, we have a lot to discuss. Give us the strongest selling point and why 40,000 people have decided they want to buy this in future.
Well, the Aptera is brutal execution on first principles engineering. It starts with aerodynamics, lightweight, and a super efficient powertrain that can get you over 1,600 kilometers of range in one direction. And I think the vehicle looks unique, it looks like the future, and I think people are drawn to solutions that can really make the world a better place, and Aptera is it.
And what's the 0 to 60? The first question I get asked when I talk about cars.
0 to 100 kilometers an hour in 4 seconds. Because it's so lightweight, it really zips around.
Okay, perfect. And as you and I mentioned in the introduction there, obviously there is the opportunity to charge this if you want to, but if people who are not traveling that far and if they're just doing short distances, this runs on solar energy.
Yeah, we have Tesla supercharger access, and the base vehicle acts just like any other electric vehicle, really. The cool thing about Aptera is because it's so efficient, we actually have solar panels on the top that can trickle charge the battery every time it's out in the sun. You get about 65 kilometers a day of free power just from the sun if you leave it outside.
What if it's not sunny? What if it's just daylight?
Yeah, in Southern California, we get 16,000 kilometers a year of free driving. If you live in a more dreary place like the UK or Boston or Seattle, that may be closer to 12,000 kilometers of free driving a year. But that's still a pretty impactful amount, especially when people are paying $6 a gallon for fuel in the U.S. for free transportation. The Aptera is a very interesting proposition for people.
Today, we're talking about the Aptera, a revolutionary electric vehicle that has taken the world by storm. We'll be discussing what happens when you take this vehicle off-road. The Aptera is a state-of-the-art electric car. It was designed for the future with the goal of being both functional and cost-effective. Because of its extraordinarily streamlined design and lightweight body, it's able to achieve an amazing fuel efficiency, which enables it to travel up to 1,000 miles on a single charge. The vehicle has a configuration that includes 3 wheels, with 2 wheels in the front and 1 in the back. This provides it with a high degree of control and stability. As a result of its design, the all-wheel drive system, it offers superior traction. With regenerative braking technology, the car can conserve energy and increase its maximum range of travel. Together, these two technologies add to the vehicle's overall performance. The interior of the Aptera is comfortable and spacious. It can accommodate up to 2 passengers at a time. The vehicle features cutting-edge technologies such as a touchscreen display, voice control, and upgraded driver assistance systems. Let's talk about how much ground clearance the Aptera has. It was not designed to be used for off-roading, despite the fact that it has a ground clearance that is around 7 inches high. That is higher than that of the majority of normal sedans. This suggests that it's able to function in a mild off-road environment, such as those consisting of gravel roads, dirt roads, and shallow potholes. However, because the vehicle has a low center of gravity, you need to exercise extreme caution when driving on rough terrain. It may be challenging to navigate around obstacles off-roading in an Aptera. It would be a very different experience from traveling on a paved road in one of these vehicles. It was designed to be fuel efficient and have long range. However, in order to meet the requirements of off-road driving, it would require certain modifications. When you go off-roading in an Aptera, one of the first things you'll notice is the improved traction and handling over rocky terrain. This will be one of the things that stick out the most. It's almost certain that the vehicle will have four-wheel drive at some point. This would help distribute power and give it more stability, resulting in enhanced grip and handling and a smoother ride that is also more stable. It would require modifications being made to the suspension system to account for variations in the terrain. You'll also notice that the ground clearance is higher, which makes it easier for the vehicle to drive over obstacles such as rocks and tree stumps. This would make it possible for you to go off-road and on routes and environments that are inaccessible to standard gas-powered vehicles. Driving an off-road vehicle, on the other hand, requires far more power and energy than driving a vehicle on a paved road. This would require an Aptera off-road vehicle to be outfitted with a battery system that would be able to handle the increased demands. Because factors like changes in height and harsh terrain, it may have an effect on the range of the vehicle. It is important to keep an eye on the level of the battery so that you do not find yourself in the middle of your off-road adventure without any power. In terms of its handling, an Aptera off-road would most likely give the impression of being more responsive and agile than conventional gas-powered off-road vehicles. Because of their instantaneous torque, electric cars offer enhanced control and acceleration when traversing challenging terrain. Off-roading in an Aptera would be a one-of-a-kind and fascinating experience because it would combine the benefits of electric vehicle efficiency and range with the flexibility to explore off-road situations that regular gas-powered vehicles cannot. This would be a game-changer for the automotive industry. However, it remains to be seen whether Aptera will be able to successfully design and produce an off-road version of their car that's capable of tackling the obstacles of driving off-road. When driving off-road with the Aptera, the tires are another important component to think about. The Aptera has tires that have a low rolling resistance, which was specifically intended to maximize the vehicle's economy and range. The use of these tires is perfect when traveling on standard roads, but if you want to do any off-roading, they may not be the best choice. If you want to take your Aptera off-road frequently, you should think about upgrading to all-terrain tires. These tires can handle a wider variety of surfaces. The instantaneous torque that the electric drivetrain of the Aptera provides results with remarkable acceleration and power. This is one of the advantages of the electric drivetrain while driving off-road. This feature comes in very handy because it makes it easier for the driver to climb slopes and navigate difficult terrain. In addition, the vehicle's all-wheel drive system provides exceptional traction when conditions are wet and slippery. So let's talk about the suspension system that the vehicle has. Although the Aptera suspension is designed to make the ride more comfortable on paved roads, it may not be up to the task of handling off-road terrain. When combining the car's lower center of gravity and the rigid suspension might make it difficult for the vehicle to absorb bumps and challenging terrain. On the other hand, the vehicle's lightweight build can make it nimble and easy to maneuver in more moderate off-road terrain. There is currently no off-road package available for Aptera. Their product catalog doesn't list anything as of yet. However, the company has expressed interest in producing an off-road version of their vehicle, which could include features such as four-wheel drive and a suspension system modified to handle uneven terrain. Specialized off-road tires with increased ground clearance, skid plates to protect the undercarriage, and an upgraded battery system to handle the increased demands of off-road driving, as well as exterior styling that reflects the vehicle's off-road capabilities. It's currently unknown whether or not the company will develop an Aptera off-road package, and if they do, what specific features it would include. Despite the fact that such a package could potentially offer a one-of-a-kind driving experience, it's also unknown whether or not the company will develop such a package. The Aptera is the revolutionary electric vehicle that's turning heads in the automotive industry. If you are ready to get your hands on this revolutionary vehicle, click the link in the description to order yours now and get a discount on your order. We hope you enjoyed learning more about this innovative vehicle and its capabilities. We would love to hear from you. Have you ever driven an electric vehicle? What do you think about the Aptera and its unique design? Let us know in the comments section below. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more exciting automotive content. Don't forget to hit the notification bell to stay updated on our latest videos. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.